What's up? Tyler, Keith, Plugged On, here to talk about the new Machine Head song titled Circle the Drain.
Yeah.
They probably have a new album in the works, but they've kind of been releasing some songs here and there. They released Do or Die a couple months ago, which I thought was fucking awful. And now they're here.
I haven't listened to that one. I need to listen to that one.
We didn't do it once out of curiosity.
Do it once out of curiosity. Okay, that's fair.
But I don't know. I just thought it was not that great. Machine Head put out Catharsis in 2018, which was very critically panned and did not do super well for them. And Dave McClain, Phil Demmel left the band. All sorts of drama.
Yeah.
Now they've been touring on a Burn My Eyes 25th anniversary tour, which I'm sure is doing pretty well for them. But yeah, here to talk about this new song. What do you think?
I actually kind of like it. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's not half bad. I think the thing that kind of the main thing is the main riff. I love the main riff. The main riff's hard, which is like that's. I mean that's. I'm like all right, okay, there we go. That's like your typical Machine Head riff, which was large. Which if I remember correctly, because I have not listened to that album in forever. If I'm not mistaken, is largely absent from Catharsis. Like a lot of that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, I like the sort of the dynamic where like the verses are a little bit softer than the chorus, and it's one of those weird things where, especially with this setup and structure of a song, like sort of how I would almost expect, like, if it wasn't for the fact that they have albums like The Blackening and Unto the Locust, like I could expect, like, maybe just because you can hear a lot more bands like this, like this song could maybe pass at one point if like maybe a couple of things were tweaked for like on the radio or something. That's sort of something because like the way like Rob Flynn's vocals are, especially with like his softer vocals, it's like, you know, something I've always thought is like I thought it was interesting the dynamic between when he's like screaming and doing his softer vocals. But yeah, I think the big thing is that the whole song's like catchy. All the vocal lines are very catchy. The riff's catchy. Just bob your head to it. But yeah, I think that's just the main thing. It's like a short, sweet, to the point song. It's like 4 minutes or whatever. But like, and it just boom hits you. Especially that riff. Again, that's probably the main selling point to me, was that like it's got like a fun riff. And that's like, you know, if you got a fun riff to me, that's all I need in a good song. I can kind of forget everything else as long as it's got like a fun riff. That's just me though. Yeah. But
yeah, I mean, I like this song's riff a lot, and it's nice and fat.
Yeah,
and it's, you know, it's thick. It's Machine Head sort of thick, which they can pull off really well. That riff reminded me a little bit of Stone from Alice in Chains. Just a little bit.
I can see that.
They throw the pinch harmonics in, or the harmonics in you know, some goofy notes, but the bend reminds me a lot of Stone from Alice in Chains. But either way, it's good. I like it a lot. It's a very catchy riff. I like the verses and the softness of them, and I think Machine Head's always pulled that stuff off well for the most part. And I like the chorus a lot too. The chorus is super catchy. And Rob Flynn sounds fucking fantastic during it. What I can do without is the pre-chorus, and especially like the bridge section is so disjointed and out of place. So just awful. And I just don't understand the need for it. And the need lyrically for it too. It's just ridiculous. Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, that's
the fuck away.
It's a
like, dude, I don't know. I just feel like we don't need to do that anymore. It's a little much, because then you get to a cool chorus, and right before that you had a cool verse. Like, there's got to be a better way to transition to that than that. That's my only thing about this song. And that bridge is just, it's energetic and everything, but very, very disjointed and just strange. Like, first time I heard that, I just kind of rolled my eyes, because I'm like, are you fucking serious? Instead of burn my eyes, I rolled my eyes.
Dang. God.
But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun. I'll admit that my first listen through the song, I was like thoroughly not impressed. Like I don't know, first listen, I was just like, oh, yeah. But then like I listened to it more, and I'm like, okay, I kind of noticed a lot of things she was saying. Like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I can dig the verse, I can dig the chorus, and yeah, I guess I just shut that part out from my brain in the bridge because it's like very extravagant, and just like not necessary in the slightest, as you said.
Agreed.
So
I'm really curious what Machine Head is like moving forward. I mean, they have new members and everything. They've been touring a lot. You know, I'm curious what a new Machine Head album looks like. Do they have... Because Do or Die was a lot more thrashy. I just couldn't get behind it. Mm-hmm. The song's a lot more melodic. Is there a mix of that, like they kind of had on some of their previous albums before Catharsis? Yeah. Is it the big epic songwriting? Do they go back to some of their heavier late 90s stuff? I don't know. I just feel like they're in a weird spot, so I'm very curious how they move forward with the new album.
I would assume maybe, like, if you haven't heard anything about it already, if they're doing a new album, like next year, early next year, like this time next year maybe, I would think. Mm-hmm. That's usually about, like, I feel like when a lot of their, I mean, that's when Catharsis came out, was early 2018, so hopefully, you know, hopefully it's, you know, maybe around the same time, a couple years later, so we'll see.
What a stinker that album was.
Ah man, there's like one good song on that album.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything else is just.
Yeah, definitely. Anyways, let us know what you think of the new song "Circle the Drain" from Machine Head. Thanks for watching.